Why is it that you get up at 5:45 in the morning and scrub the kitchen and do all the dishes and fold 5 loads of laundry and feed the chickens and let the dog out and sweep the porch and mop the kitchen? And the moment I sit down to have breakfast, all hell breaks loose. Why is that? I was trying to have my breakfast and I was told I need to get to work. So, these are my farm fresh eggs. They're not from my chickens, but they will be soon. And I bought some from a neighbor the other day. It's funny that you can buy weed at the store and you have to buy eggs on the street. But these are Ericanas. And I fry them up in my cast iron skillet with a little bit of Tabasco. We're going to sit there and count. Oh my God. I don't care who you are. There ain't nothing that beats a farm fresh egg. You can eat all the store-bought eggs you want and it won't taste this good. I mean, that's just buttery goodness right there. Look how gorgeous that is. Beautiful. I make my eggs all different ways. Sometimes I'm in the mood for scrambled eggs and cheese like I used to have at Cracker Barrel. And sometimes I'm in the mood to hard boil them and pretend I'm fancy and put them in them little egg holders and crack it with my spoon. Look at that. Just hanging off. Sometimes, like this morning, I'll fry them up in a cast iron skillet and put some Tabasco sauce on them. I just like eggs. It's a good thing I do because I got 60 chickens. And some of y'all are going to ask about the bowl. It's Fire King Vintage. Fire King Peach Luster in the Laurel pattern. I've been collecting it since I was 8 years old. And then I got mad and broke and sold a bunch of it after my divorce, and now I'm collecting it again. Because some things don't change. So, to include a variety of more topics other than chickens and how you can raise them yourself, and gardens and how long it's going to take me to kill everything, there's now a new city in Texas. The SpaceX people, the Elon people, have renamed that base a town. What's it called? What's that town called, Sean? Starbase, Texas or some shit. Now it's the Lone Starbase site. Lone Starbase state. There's my damn squirrel. Good morning, Gus. What's the name of that town in Texas? Starbase? Starport.
Starbase.
Starfleet. Star Wars. Something in Texas. Elon's renamed a city. Good for him. Did you know that if you can get 75 people with the same like-minded as you and file a petition with your government, you can start your own town? Did you know that? Did you know that you can start your own town? I want to start my own town. Call it the Queendom. Sorry, these eggs are good and I'm not going to waste them. I spend too much on feed. Starbase, check. The rockets fly out of the sky, right down in Starbase, Texas. That's not how that goes. But it is now, because if Elon can name a town, I can rewrite a song.
Maybe it could be. Maybe it could be his theme song.
As long as you get the sky at night is big and bright.
I send women to space, but
No,
not really.
No. Now, that's Jeff Bezos.
Aren't they the same?
No, they are fucking not. Oh my God, you just compare Catholics to Jews. I would lay down my left tit for Elon Musk. I would not piss on Jeff Bezos if he was on fire. Get the hell out of here. That's like comparing our internet that we get from space to that bullshit Amazon app that we can't ever get in because it's rebuffering. Who's really running shit? Come on. Can't believe he just confused Elon with Jeff. Lord. 4 cigarettes. That ain't gonna be enough. All right. So, did you see that Trump's wanting to rename Veterans Day? I don't have a problem with it because actually, look, my bangs are getting long and I need a bobby pin. Actually, if you must know, November 11 is what's called Armistice Day. It's Victory Day for World War I. And then somewhere in the last 100 years, we lumped everybody who's ever been in service in with those people who fought the First World War overseas. So, okay, take it back. Take it back one time. World War I Victory Day. Also known as Armistice Day, which is what it was to begin with. It's like that. It's like a Charles Dickens quote. It was the fuck around of times. It was the find out of times. So, anyway. Then that brings us to our second point for World War II, which would actually be May the 8th. And then we could do D-Day again. Like I understand that we're trying to regroup, bring some more stuff about, claim our victories, get our flowers, if you will, as the kids are saying. I'm gonna give somebody their flowers, whatever. But y'all getting all in a pickle about shit. And if you really are that upset, then get on your rowboat and go back to merry old England where it all started. If you're that upset. If you want to stand with, everybody else but your own, whatever. Google has launched a new film and TV production wing. Oh, God, that means that there's going to be a streaming service. I'm so over Google. Don't they already own YouTube? Ain't y'all done? Quit it. Fucking quit it. Also, in 14 states across the United States, tomatoes have been recalled in the risk of salmonella poisoning. Which brings me to my next point. Grow your own maters. Raise your own chickens, grow your own maters, mind your own business. You know why? I got to talk about this the other day. You know why a lot of HOAs and neighborhoods and cities and townships and little, hamlets and villages won't let you have chickens anymore? I was talking to my neighbor about this the other day. And I said, it's because they're loud, isn't it? I said, that's why I've been trying to watch my roosters, because I do have neighbors, but they're not, like, right up on top of it. It's like, but I am courteous, and we're in West Virginia, and, it's country out here. And he said, it ain't about the damn sound. He said, there's a woman over across the way, she's about a mile down the road, and her dog barks at everything that moves, and I hear it all the time. All the time. No one said a word to her. I said, well, is it because of the smell? He said, no, because if you raise your chickens right and you do your coop maintenance right, you don't have a smell to worry about. He's absolutely true. If you get you some barn lime and you keep your pine shavings down and you're not a hoarder, there's no smell. You know the real reason I don't like you have chickens? Because then you become a little too independent from the powers that be. If you can grow your own food, you don't need a grocery store. If you can get your own protein, you don't need their stuff that's got antibiotics in it. If you got your own farm and your own piece of land, becoming a little too independent. That's the real reason. So I say, fuck the man, raise some chickens. How about that? I'll train these sons of bitches to flog you on command. I'll raise a whole army. I'll have a whole flock of cocksuckers here. Don't worry about it. Raise your chickens. And either try to bribe the cops with eggs, or if they show up at your house, just sling them at them. Just egg them. I'm not advocating that you waste food or start a riot, but everybody needs to stay on their own lane and worry about shit that actually matters, Some things don't. That's pretty much it. That's what I think about it. So, I know y'all probably don't give two hoots or a cranny about what I got going on in my backyard, but I do like to report in on it in case you have gardening or farming or chicken questions, and that we can help each other. We all just learn together. You're in London and have a chicken's rooster and you grow your own. There you go. We're right backed up against the creek. I'm thinking if I had a couple goats and a milk cow, I probably never have to leave the house again. I should probably start growing my own tobacco. That's a novel idea. I never thought about that. What if I just grew 2 or 3 plants? I don't need like a whole field. I just need enough for like a pack of cigarettes. Wonder if I could do that. Mix it with my mint garden, and then I have my own menthol. See, Barbara gets it. You leave your chickens, they keep the bug population down. You get it. I love my chickens. I love my turkeys too, but they're getting too big to be in the brooder and they're too small to put in the coop, so there I sit. How quick can you put a turkey out in the coop? He's feathered out. Hello. Drive around. You can train pigs to sit and fetch. Well, that's next year that we're getting a pig. I'm just waiting to see if any of my more zealous fans send me more livestock. Listen, remember that one year that I had the divorce and that squirrel's having it with that blue jay. Anyway, that time I got that divorce and one of my fans out in California sent me 55 rolls of toilet paper and 18 pullets. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever got in the mail. So, we're going to be getting over a dozen eggs a day. We're going to be getting about 5 dozen eggs a day. As soon as this little bitties start laying. I got to build nesting boxes. They're not quite ready enough yet to lay, so I got about another 2 weeks. But I do need to get after that, I bet. Yeah, probably. So, I'm trying to make like just a handful of nesting boxes, and here's why. Because you know they're all going to go where you don't want them to go anyway. I built the prettiest nesting boxes you ever seen in your life, and then stupid hens would lay in the porch swing and in the igloo cooler and under the brooder and on the porch and in my chair, and I'd sit down on an egg every damn time. It don't matter. I don't know when to put it out, Barbara. I've got 3 little babies. I thought I had 2 hens and a tom, but apparently I've got 2 tom, or 1 tom and 2 hens. No, Sarah. I thought I had 2 hens and 2 toms. But it turns out I think I have 1 hen and 3 toms, which is not going to work. But I am training them to follow me around the backyard in my chicken boot, so that's been fun. I gotta go grocery shopping today. Oof. And I also gotta take a big old bag of shit that I'm gonna donate to Goodwill. And then I can't shop at that Goodwill for the next 3 weeks because all my shit will be hanging on the racks and I'll probably buy it back. You ever do that? You ever donate some stuff to Goodwill and you go and you're like, is this mine? Was this mine? It's a weird thing. My dog crushed my damn bee balm and broke off a leg of it, so I had to replant it in my garden box. I'm telling you, it never stops. Like, I remember now why I didn't do all this stuff for a long time, because it never stops. When can we put our chickens outside? When they're feathered out and they're not relying on that heat lamp. That's where I'm at right now. Mine are feathered out, but we've had a cold snap the past couple of days. We're going into, what is this? We've already had blackberries. So what is this? Lindsay Woolsey? I don't know. Oh God, I'm gonna have to get me a tree stump and a hatchet. I just know it. My buddy Aaron taught me how to cull roosters once, and it was pitiful. They were real sick, and they had that bad bird flu where they got not bird flu, but some kind of respiratory thing where they blew bubbles with their nose. It was terrible. And I had to kill a couple of my roosters because I got real sick. It's not for the faint of heart. We're always seeing what's going on in the news because we don't watch it. Let's see. Who will be the next pope? Well, we don't care. That don't affect me. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is. No need. No, that's enough. So, what have you. So we have Butterball, and we have Timmy, Tammy, Tommy, the turkeys. And Timmy is so upset all the time. I did have something in my eyes where them chickens got up in my face earlier, and I got pine shavings in my lashes. But every time I pick up Timmy, he pukes on me. I pick him up and he's like, I'm like, really? And it's never like puke. He just like drinks too much water and then he just kind of spits it back up. I should have named him Tony Llama. He spits all the time. Anyway, so if you were paying attention, Elon's renamed a town in Texas. They've recalled 14 states worth of tomatoes. Trump's changed the name of Veterans Day. Yeah. It's Tuesday and it's early. You know, it's May the 6th. Hello. I'm so glad that she's liking my new single. Miss Jen, thank you. Tell Kaylee I said hello. So, Oh, if anybody wants to buy a 50th anniversary Honda Gold Wing SC 1500, loaded. It's one of 99. We're selling ours. So, if you want it, come get it. We just don't have room for it. We don't have time to ride it this summer because we're on the road the whole summer. So, we'll wait and get something better later. But, and I can say better, this one's great. We don't have time to ride it right now. And it's going to be pretty, so someone else might as well enjoy it. So, if you know somebody that wants to buy a motorcycle, I'm selling ours. So, just holler at Sean. You can come and test drive it and take it home with you. So, oh, in other news, the comedy show on May 22nd is canceled. No more Grindstone Cowboy. Take that off your calendars. Apparently, they thought they would sell out all the tickets in one day, and when they didn't want to have the show anymore. And I was like, I'm coming from 7.5 hours away, so most of my people probably buy the tickets once they get there, but that's all right. That's all right. The two other people that were on the show with me that actually live in Nashville can answer those questions. But, it's all right. On to bigger and better things, including talking to y'all on the porch this morning. If y'all want us to come to where you are, your neck of the woods, we have a couple of open dates coming up in July, I think. So you still have time to have your house party or backyard barbecue or whatever. We bring everything. Sound, lights, jokes, and smokes, and entertainment. So let us know. But in the meantime, I'm going to get off here and work on this raised potato bed, or else I'm never going to get these taters in the ground for that mildew, and these eyes are staring at me. You know what I mean? So, but if you want us to come to your neck of the woods, please email sarahbeththerrybooking@gmail.com, or you can get on sarahbeththerry.com, and Sean will take care of all of your questions, comments, concerns, or requests, and we can put you on our schedule. We'd love to come and see you. We got 3 vehicles and a motorcycle that we're trying to sell. We have plenty of ways to get there. Never know how we're going to get there. Hell, we might bring a horse and cart. You never know. But coming up May 14th, next Wednesday, I'll be a guest at the Big Day Music Jam in Nashville. We're doing a little announcement about me signing with CDX and Sony Orchards. If you're going to be in the town, come over and see us. And then May 28th, we're going to be at the Tennessee Freedom Rally in Silver Point, Tennessee. So if you haven't got your tickets for that, please get on Tennessee Freedom Rally. They have a Facebook page. Get you some passes. I think it's only like $60 for the whole weekend. Like, it's pretty cheap. Like, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm the MC. So come see us. And then in June, we're pretty busy. I'm playing CMA Fest in Nashville. And then we're going to be back in Lexington, Kentucky towards the middle of June. And then towards the end of June, we head towards Montana. Jennifer, I can't answer that over Facebook, so text us or email us, because I don't know what my price list is and where you're located and how much stuff I got to bring. It varies depending on mileage and what all you're asking of us. So, I'm so glad to see you guys. I love you, and I mean that, and there's a damn thing that you can do about it. Borrowed that from my friend Angela. She says that every day on the radio, and I love it, so I stole it. And I do mean it, though. I do love y'all, and I can't wait to meet all y'all in person, so please come to the show. And we're going to get off here and work on a potato bed, and I got to get some content done today, and I got to get out here and weed this garden, and, you know. When you said you buy cats, I was like, that's a strange business to be in, I guess. But, oh, seeking a cigarette, Eddie. What are you doing?
I'm not here to see you.
I was just fixing to sign off, because we got to get out there and plant them taters.
Oh.
Well, come on.
Can I say hi?
Well, you're here.
Hello, bees.
So all my youngins, hi, baby.
Hi.
Cigarette, Diddy.
Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen.
If you haven't watched it, get on YouTube and look it up.
He's pretty cool.
He teaches you all kinds of cool stuff and how to make stuff out of the things in your cabinet. What are we doing today?
I don't know. Only one-armed guy I know that shoots a bow with his teeth.
I asked him, the first question I ever asked him was, who's your
Awesome.
dentist?
YouTube it.
I was like, who is your dentist? He said, he hates me. I have to keep getting new ones. So, are you wanting to work in the yard for a little bit, or are you wanting to work inside for a little bit today?
I'll probably work in the yard for a little bit.
Well, I was wanting to get them taters in the ground and maybe run to the grocery store. But I think that's my only plans for today, because we've got meetings this afternoon that we got to do, because it's Tuesday, and I've got the week away from me, and I put off all my meetings till one day. I forget. I'm like, well, I'll do it on Tuesday. And now it's Tuesday. Angela said, Tim Farmer's amazing. I love that guy. Isn't he great? I love him. So, anyway, if you want us to come to your neck of the woods, we have guitar and we'll try. Don't put that in your mouth. That's that turkey call. I was like, not until we wash it because it's been in Jake's mouth and I don't want to cross-contaminate. He has a turkey call, and he brought it over last time he was visiting, and he was doing this. It's this little thing that goes in your mouth. Well, when he did it, every one of them roosters crawled back at him, didn't they? And I was like, you got to quit messing with my roosters when you come visit.
Steve.
Steve. Oh, Steve. Silly Steve and his turkeys. But, well, I'm going to get off here and put on my chicken boots and go do some farm work. As Matt Matthews would say, it's time to do farm chores.
Get up.
Get up. Time to do farm chores. I love him so much. I need to open up that big old 50-pound bag of feed and refill my buckets. That's why I love Cigarette Daddy, because he's stronger than me.
Speaking of Matt Matthews, who's going to be on the cover of the Chicken Daddies calendar for 2026, I'm up for the running. I have some pictures on
My
Facebook
page and his page.
and my page and her page. And anyway, y'all vote on them and tell me which one you think should be in the calendar and what month. I think I put like 12 or something, maybe 14, I think. So there's at least one for each month to choose from, but just pick your favorite one and drop it in the comments, please.
You know, me and one of my buddies were talking about that the other day, and he said even if you don't get on the Chicken Daddies, that we should release 4 seasons from Five Gates Farm and do our own calendar for March next year.
That'd be neat.
We could do me and you in the chicken coop. I should put on my big fur coat and pick Marty up. Put him in my muff of December. But I really thought about that instead of having bridal bouquets. What if everybody just picked up a chicken and we put a bow tie on it? Just held your chicken. I think that'd be so bad. Anyway, well, that's all from this side of the mountain this morning. Whatever you're doing, do it with joy and do it with kindness today. Be nice to each other, and I will see you guys a little later. And if you want to have a little live concert this week, let me know. We'll play the piano or play guitar or something. We ain't done that in a while. Or if you need some live music this weekend, let me know, because it's Mother's Day, and that's really the only thing I'm doing is head to Irving for a minute. But we could go do stuff.
Have guitars, we'll travel.
Have guitars, we'll travel. And we're selling motorcycles, so if you need one, let us know. You know, anything like that, SarahBethTerry.com, just check in with us. Drop us a note. Buy a t-shirt. Get a sticker, whatever. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me on the porch this morning. We'll see you guys again soon. As always, I'm Sarah Beth Terry, and you're not. Bye.